Now this is not just a car, it's a rolling shot of espresso with the Union Jack stitched into the seats. Mini calls it the Convertible S. We call it trouble in 4 cylinders, and it's going to get a lot more minimum respect. It retains signature headlights because these headlights, honestly, we don't see in any other car. Of course, the grille remains borrowed from the outgoing Cooper S. By the way, you know what JCW stands for? This is the version of Mini Cooper's M division or the Mercedes AMG division, because you know they make very performance oriented cars. They convert these tiny little hatches into something which we call it a performance vehicle. Now the beauty is that it's a convertible and the top goes down, and when that happens, this car looks like a thing of beauty. It might look like a toy, but don't get me wrong, this thing does 201 bhp and it gets 300 Nm of torque. Now when you put that to power to weight ratio, this becomes lethal. With the DNA of the JCW, this becomes more lethal. This is a front wheel car, and when I'm going to drive, I'm going to show you some things which you will not believe. Also, it gets a 0 to 100 in 6.9 seconds. Yeah, not that fast, but you can't handle faster than that because this is so compact and so tiny. Your orientation goes for a toss because you don't understand whether you have to go fast, where do you corner, how do you do, because you're used to driving a car. And this kind of a car, you never have it in your garage as a solo car. You always have that as a plus one, you know. So when you buy a Mini, people know that you have a couple of cars. Now let's go with the design. Inside, the moment you step in, this is a very beautiful place because the interiors have gone several notches up. This is a fabric, this is a design which we've also seen in the newer Class A, which also takes some inspiration from there. But the important thing is this is an OLED display which under this sunlight you can see clearly. It also gets a lot of these modes, go-kart mode. The best part is the moment you convert the modes, it makes a very nice noise. Everything is very different. This is core. Now don't ask me what does core stands for. It's not a core exercise, but then you get another one which is green, which is of course, which means that you're driving very efficiently, and you get personalized. Then you get vivid. I don't know what vivid stands for, but the music says that it's very sporty, but the best version is the go-kart. We'll stick to that. There's no grab handle. The steering is very precise. There are anti-roll bars here, and everything looks very jet oriented. Even the way you start the engine, this is how you start. It gives you a feeling that you are starting a race car. This is a track focused car, and also the way you toggle the drive and neutral is also by push. Is something very different. There's a wireless charging tray here, and the rear seats are nothing that you should be proud of. I like this tray, but I would have liked it if this sort of thing would have come with us and you could have taken anywhere. There's also this, in the steering there's this fabric here which gives it a very nice design element which connects with this. So this is a very beautiful design element in the car. Overall the silhouette and everything looks very sporty. These 2 seats, trust me, it's only meant for your pets, for your young kids like just the newborns or maybe 4-5 years old. If you decide to put an adult behind, he's going to probably strangulate you because this is not the place for anybody to sit. Let's go for a short spin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Mini Cooper S Convertible with this top down. Every car looks very good, and this one is a little hot hatch, but it's also the OG hatch. This is works of JCW. It's a track focused car. When you drive this car, it feels that the rally ghosts of the 60s are haunting you, and because of the anti-roll bar and because of the suspension so tuned perfectly that this car is so accurate. The steering response is like a doctor's needle. It's right on point. You don't feel at all not in control. Also, there is something very interesting which I'm going to tell you right now. As you go in these winding roads, somehow you will feel that it's a rear bias car. Though it's a front wheel drive car, but this gives you a feeling of you are driving a rear wheel drive car. That's the beauty of the Mini Cooper. Somehow BMW guys have just nailed this with this. Okay, about this is what I'm telling you. You see this sound? The tail will wag, you will feel the sense of joy. No wonder you always take a longer route, and on a bright sunny day like this, especially in Europe and in our parts of the world, whenever you get the chance, this is the sort of things which are so joyous. It is something which is completely antidepressant. You just have to drive this at length. Now, Mini Cooper S is a kind of car which you buy when you already have a second car in your home. It's seldom the only car in the family. So which means that this is not a car that you drive from A to B. This is a car you want to buy when you want a longer route back home. This is an OLED screen, which means that even if the sun is on my head and I can see things crisp and clear. There's also a very nice heads-up display, especially with navigation. You don't really need to take your eyes off the mark. It's a small car, it doesn't matter, but still it's very precise. When you are inside the car, it doesn't look a tiny little car. It is fully performance oriented. It gives you decent power, 201 bhp, 300 Nm of torque. With the power to weight ratio of this, it means that you have a very agile and fast car. Even the exhaust note is pretty raucous, you see. The only thing perhaps they should have figured is to give a grab handle somewhere. I know when the top goes down, it cannot pull back. But if I am going to toss around a track or on the winding roads like this, my co-passenger is going to swivel a lot, which might not be to everyone's liking. Apart from that, everything from this seat looks perfectly positioned for the kind of purpose this car is solving. To summarize my driving experience, this is a very fast, very sharp, very agile and very controlled car. Things are always to your liking and it won't go wrong. There's one more Mini passing by, and with its top down especially, it's an onlooker. People definitely look at it. Yes, that's how it is. The Mini Cooper S Convertible is not about practicality, luggage space or even logic. It's about joy. It's about taking the ordinary and making it extraordinary. It's about enjoying the wind in your hair with a smile on your face. This car definitely lives that mark. Drop on the comments, what do you think about this car? I would love to know about that. And if you've come so far, then it would be a great idea to subscribe to the channel, press that bell icon, because your subscription means we continue to do what we do. But this car is totally a pocket rocket, just like the Mercedes A45S.